Oh, I hate this computer with a passion. Let's try this again. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Da, da. You get the world. No matter what I do. Me against the world. No matter what I do. Hey. Boom, boom. Do-do. Boom, boom. Me against the world. No matter what I do, I really love you. Me against the world. No matter what I do. Hey. Da, da. Da, da. Yes. Hey everyone. Hey. This is your girl Libra Butterfly coming to you on this great Saturday morning. Or afternoon. Let me see, I have to look at what time it is. It's Saturday afternoon. I thank you guys so much for being in attendance. Hey, Brooklyn boy. I ain't seen you in so long. BKNY. Hey, love. Yes. Hey, 300. Thank you so much for being here. I'm glad to see that you're okay. And everybody and anyone who has actually been involved in the Hurricane for Ian. My heart and sympathy and prayers actually go out to you guys celebrating our new subbies. Hey, new subbies. Thank you so much for clicking the subscribe button to Libra Butterfly. And as I always say, I'm coming from the great state of Kentucky, where the women are beautiful and the horses are fast, or the horses are beautiful and the women are fast. Just depends on what you like. What's going on, my brother, Derek C. Williams? If y'all have not seen his channel, know about him, go over there and look at some of his content, and give him a like, share, a review, a subscribe, whatever you can do. He's got some stuff. He's in your face with it. Put it like that. If you can stomach the truth, he's in your face with it. Glad to see you. Okay, I understand. I understand. Thank you so much. So yeah, and also let me say happy birthday to all the birthdays that we've had. Anybody who has a birthday today is October the 1st. It's the first of the month. Anywho, happy birthday to you, to Lottie Dottie in every darn body. How about that? And so I really, 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 really appreciate you guys. Shout out to Real Mamas too. I know she's working. She's got stuff that she's doing right now. She'll be listening, but she probably won't pop in. But shout out to Real Mamas at Child. Lord have mercy. She had me laughing. But shout out to you, Boo. And all of the people. Shout out to Mimi, all the people that I rock with. Now, that song that you heard, that is an original. That is going on my EP. So I'm gonna have to make a decision. So I think I'm gonna come on and play the 4 songs that I have. I have more than 4, but I've narrowed it down to 4. Play the 4 instrumentals that I have, and let y'all help me decide what 2 is gonna go on the EP. So that by the first of the year, I can go ahead and get this EP out. Now, the one you just heard that I played for the intro today, that is going to be a duet between me and King, aka Anthony McNeil. He's also known as the real Anthony McNeil. So yes, we will be doing a duo on that particular song. It's another song that, yeah, I just couldn't come up, but I still, let me see. 2018. Oh, okay. I couldn't come up. Okay, so y'all know my intro song, right? And I was trying to put words to that song and I couldn't come up with any. I had the drive part of it, but I couldn't come up with the words. So King once again is helping me out with that. He's gonna actually send me some of the words that he came up with for the song. So if they fit, which this man seems to know me, that's why he's my friend. So if they fit, then that is going to be something I do because, like I said, it is not the one I just played today, but the one I always play is my intro music. So that will be something that is always going to be played on my thing to introduce who I am. So I'm just excited, y'all. I'm excited. I know some of y'all could care less about that, but hey, it is what it is. So since I'm 52 now, yes, I'm proud of my age, and I'll tell y'all why in a minute. But since I'm 52, um, I've came to some decisions. Okay, um, some decisions I came to, it'll make me okay, but a lot of people will be very unappreciative or upset about my decision. And I'm in that season of I could care less. That's the season I'm in. I choose me. I could care less. See how it works? I am a person, y'all, that and please like, share, and subscribe. I'm a person, I'm so open and honest, I'm transparent. You see what I'm saying? Like whatever I've been through in life, I don't mind sharing it. Per 300, I talk too much, did I share too much? And sometimes I agree, but I don't know how. It's like all or nothing. It's all or nothing with me. So I don't know how to scale back and everything. And it's just like, now that my mate is deceased and everything, even when I cook, I don't even really know how to cook small because I've never cooked small, and when I try to cook small, it's still a lot, you know what I'm saying? So, of course, my kids be calling like, bring me a plate, so it don't go to waste. But it's the fact that now it's just me because my oldest son, even though he still lives here, he's very much grown and does his own thing. Now, even he has said, Mama, you going crazy with this. When you going to cook a meal? So I'm cooking for tomorrow. I'm going to go in here and make sure I got my greens put on and stuff after I get off with y'all. Then I got some running to do. But we having greens. They already picked. They just sitting in the sink waiting on me. So I'm having greens, mashed potatoes, and I haven't narrowed down the meat. My mama just told me I don't need no meat for real. And that's how I could eat it and slice me a tomato and an onion and be done. That's country. And get some hot water cornbread. But my kids, they ain't going for that. They need a meat too. So I'm gonna have to look in this freezer and see something. I might throw a roast in. I ain't had roast in a long time. Anywho, so But here's the thing. ain't no other way to do it but just get into it. Okay. And I had planned coming on camera today, y'all, but I am still in my PJs. And even though a whole lot of people still show up on camera in their pajamas or their unmentionables, I ain't one. So it's like, no, I didn't plan on talking to my mom as long as I was talking to her. We done talked for 2 hours. I'm like, Lord, today. Because we was trying to go to the movies and see the Woman King, because it's some friends of the family and everybody's trying to get together today and go see the Woman King. But once I'm comfortable, I'm comfortable. I gotta do me. So plus I think I miss out on a lot because I'm a homebody, y'all. You gotta realize, even before I got married, like I club, don't get me wrong. Oh baby, I got some clubbing experience, honey. I'm a clubologist, don't get it twisted. But however, when I say I do to my husband, I gave all it up. I mean, the only club me and him used to go to together sometime we went to the X-rated club together, and that was fun. That was fun. And I know people like, what? Honey, you gotta keep some spice in your relationship. And we did. We used to go to the X-rated clubs together. Uh, and what else? We used to go to X-rated stores together. And because I mean, if we're gonna please each other, we need to know what to do to please each other, right? I mean, come on, hello. So, and I know some of y'all like, oh my gosh, I could never. Okay, well, we did. I was married. Move on. My thing is saying all that and getting to this point right here. First of all, I'm through supporting people that don't support me. Take it however you want. I just can't do it no more. I cannot do it. I cannot honestly do it no more. I mean, you know, I've watched. Okay, let me go here. Before I say what I'm gonna say, let me give you my credentials. I have a PhD in counseling. Okay. So I'm actually Dr. Libra Butterfly. That's why I put that in front of my name. Again, shout out to 300 because he the one told me. You went to school, you studied too hard, you did all this work. Put that in front of your name because that's what you are, which is true. But I thought, it's YouTube. But now that's the truth. It ain't just a little phrase I put right there because I think I'm one. No, I really am one. Okay. I hope it's ain't my son. Of course it would be my son. Anywho, hold on, y'all. Let me tell him I'm on live. Hold on, mama. Whatever. Every time you get your hair braided. Hello. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm back. So okay. I'm not gonna do it no more. I can't really do that in good faith because I may not be a big content creator. I may not have over 1,000 yet or whatever, but I do have feelings. I do have emotions. I do care. I do have good content, I think. And I seen something that kind of pissed me off. Um, Everybody that comes over here that has been over here any length of time know that my channel is really geared around biblical history, uh, foundation of Black Americans, our place in history, our place in the Bible, herbs, and um, it's one more thing I can't remember. But anyway, most of the point, most people know that that is my foundation for my channel, right? And I seen somebody that comes over on my platform, comes over in my chat, that I know has gained a lot of information. They're not a content creator, they're a subby, but they've gained a lot of information from what I've put out. And that's what it's for. For them to go back to somebody else's channel, I'm trying my best, Lord. For them to go back to somebody else's channel and swear up and down they don't know any content creator that talks about herbs are natural cures. I'm going to let them marinate for a minute. You can click on my links, you can click on my videos, and you'll see titles. Even doing before the COVID thing really hit, I was telling people what to get to beat COVID. And I found that out after I lost my spouse. So it was really important to me to tell people how to get past X, Y, and Z. Thank you, BKNY. Thank you. And so for somebody to go back and act like they don't know anybody that's on the tuba to you that talks about healing our herbs was a slap in my face. A slap in my face. I let that slide. Because, some people are just rotten. So I'll let that slide. I'll let it slide. Then my birthday came. And no, it's not a big deal to nobody else, and that's fine. My birthday was September 29th. My birthday came. There was some who took their time and said happy birthday, and I appreciate that. That meant a lot to me. It really did. Some people called me, text me at midnight. It really meant a lot to me because I wasn't expecting it. And I thank you for that. What I'm finding on these YouTube streets, and it's really bringing the gangster in me out, and I don't like it, so that's why I'm gonna have to do something, is I'm seeing and feeling like this thing is a Mean Girls Club. The movie Mean Girl there was several rich girls that hung around each other, but then there was one who was the boss of everybody. And people flipped over themselves to be in her midst, to do whatever. Even though she would treat them like a dog, she would talk down to them, she ignored them, all this and stuff like that. They still did whatever just to be up under her or be around her or to be counted as one of, right? And I've always been the type, I've always been a leader. Always, even when I don't want to. My professor told me, he said, you a leader and you don't want to be. I've never been one to want to take people's life or whatever in my hands. And that's why it took me so long to even tell the Lord yes when it came to preaching. Because I knew what that stood for. I knew what it stood for. And Most people feel like they have to clean themselves up first. Well, if you could get you together, there would be no sense for God. Okay. Just like I know a lot of people come in here and then they leave, or they come in here and they log off because they don't like what I got to say. It's fine. It's fine. Because you know what? This is something I know for a fact. Hey, sissy. Okay. Okay. Um, enjoy your sip. Shake it up for me. Um, this is what I know for a fact. And this has happened to me all my life. So let me tell you what's going to happen. You don't have a need for me now, but you will have a need for me later. The thing about this is, you better hope God touch my compassion and I'm available. Because once I shut, and nothing moves me. It'll take an act of God to be like, look, stubborn daughter, the person is really, really changed and they're really, really sorry. Trust me. That would be the only way I would be like, okay, because I know God don't lie. So, and when I say mean girls, I'm not just talking about girls. I'm talking about boys too. I see this all over YouTube. It's like if you know the I can't even believe I'm sitting up here talking about this with some 50 and 60-year-old people. It's ridiculous. And I was sitting back looking at them like, girl, you are too together to even be you are too together to even be a part of this mess. And that's why I'm removing myself. I'm removing me. I got too much to do. God has called me to do too much. I'm not gonna compete with nobody. I don't have to. I'm in my own lane. How about that? Um, and let me just tell y'all something. When I talk about religion, and I get deep into it, it's not something I'm winging from my ARSE, ORS. It's not something I'm pulling from my ORS. One of my degrees is in biblical studies. Now make that make sense. I'll wait. Yes, biblical studies, meaning I had to know some stuff to get that degree. I had to study Greek, Hebrew, Bible. Okay. Um. Hmm. It's so much I want to say, but with age, it's supposed to be wisdom. So I'm going to use the wisdom that the Lord has endowed me with, because a lot of people don't deserve my smoke. A lot of people don't even deserve my faithfulness. And I'm through giving it to people who don't give a darn about me. Man. When I talk about man, I'm talking about my channel. Let me tell you something. I have so much that I have to give that other outlets is requesting me, and I have speaking dates and teaching dates and all this and stuff. And when I come on the two of you, it's like I said, it's the Mean Girl Club. If you ain't in their club, they don't give you no click and no view. By now, as many people as I support, now check this out for real. 300, and I got to give it to him again. Oh, have mercy. Today is your day, bro. 300 said to me, it shouldn't, it's not gonna hurt nobody to click your link to say, I mean, to click your subby to become a sub. He said, I click a whole lot of people that he subscribed to a whole lot of people. I'm paraphrasing. He subscribed to a whole lot of people. Some he watch all the time, some he don't. But he liked what they said, so he subbed. He said it don't take cost nothing for people to sub to you. And here's the thing. I went back through my sub list because y'all know I send out the super subbies, super butterfly subbies of the day and all this and stuff. That's something I love to do. I love to honor people. I really do. If I had the money, each one of them, every time I sub somebody each day, would get $10 from me. And I know it don't seem like a lot, but it's a lot when you don't have nothing. It's a lot when you need milk, sugar, butter, bread. It's a lot when you need gas. Kids need school lunch at least for 2 days. So, you know. But but I went back through my, because every day I go through the subby thing to get the subbies of the day and all this and stuff. It dawned on me that a whole lot of people I support is not even sub to me. A whole lot of people that I'm faithful to is not even sub to me. Now make that make sense. How is that possible? How is that possible that I can't even get a click and a view from you? Huh? 52 became more wiser. Not letting nothing pass me. Not letting nothing pass me. A whole lot of people might stop speaking to me over this. They ask me if I care. Mm-mm. Let me tell you something, y'all. I have been through more in my life in my 52 years. Hear me good. Than most people will ever go through in 2 lifetimes. When you have survived abuse, molestation, multiple rapes, incest, being the black sheep of the family, health issues, losing a daughter 1 year, the following year losing a spouse. When you've been through all of that and you're still in your right mind, holler at your girl. Holler at me. Until then, I don't care what you think. Because a lot of this stuff is superficial. And a lot of these people that's on the tuba to you is very superficial. And I just can't do it no more. I can't do it. I've tried. And I got to shout out my sis, real mamas. Even real mama said, it's kind of backwards that people you support don't support you. And I'm paraphrasing. So, kind of makes you wonder. It kind of makes you wonder. It makes you think, why? And it's okay because you can support who you want to support. That's fine. But it makes you come and think, why? Why? Let's examine this. A lot of times, you're competition for people and you don't even know it. Somebody better hear me. I'm preaching today. I hope y'all get this. A lot of times, and that's what I've been used to that all my life. I kid you not. That's why a lot of my best friends was dudes, was little boys and dudes, because I couldn't get along with females. And it really wasn't me. Here's the thing. I was brought up in the projects, right? Let me tell you a little story. Don't tell nobody. I was in the projects, right? But I was the project kid who wore good clothes. Hair was always good. I wore stuff that people in the projects shouldn't have wore. Okay? Like I would have, back then, because I'm 52, back then, I don't know if y'all remember a company called Agnes. I would have, Agnes belts, Agnes shoes, signature shirts, um, things of that nature, right? But I was so like I am now, just cool with everybody, right? And I asked my grandmother once, because back then, when I was a kid, my eyes would change a lot, right? And it would scare the heck out of me. I used to not want to look at people because I never knew how my eyes would be. Can y'all imagine that? Just imagine that one day you wake up, you have dark blue, not blue, dark brown eyes. Before you get home from school, your eyes is cat. The next morning you wake up, you have gray slash something other type of eyes. I mean, y'all, I don't know. Like I just told my mom on the phone, I don't know what type of animal God made me, but whatever. She was cracking up. She said, "You've been weird all your life," and I have been. That's my point. But I used to have girls that didn't even know me. They would get in the corner and whisper, "She thinks she cute. I can't stand her. Look at her." I mean, and I wouldn't do nothing. I would just show up at school. Like, just show up at school. So I had to learn how to have tough skin. I had to learn how to have my back. Yeah, I had brothers and cousins and stuff like that, but they can't be with you all the time. And your brothers can't whoop no girls. Come on now. I was in this thing by myself. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. So, I'm not your average female. I'm not your average chick. It's a whole lot of stuff that I can take and keep moving. It's a whole lot of stuff I process. I see a lot. I just don't comment. I see a lot spiritually and in real life. I just don't comment because a lot of people are not worth it. They're not. And I guess after today, when I say all this that I got to say, which I'm almost done because I can't let you wrap up my day. When I say all this, we're gonna let the shoe fall where it may. Point blank period. I don't care. People can come on here and say Libra butterfly, blah, 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 blah. You ain't this. I can't stand you. You a itch. You a this, you that. Okay. I'll be all of that. I'll be all of that. Only thing I ask, don't show up at my door. That's the only thing I tell you. You can call me whatever you want to call me. And I know most of the time I'm quiet. I laugh on here and I talk about God and I love God with all my heart. Me and God are like, come on now, quit playing. I am a chosen vessel. Know it. Been knowing it. But what I ain't gonna do is lay down and play, yeah. Not when you're not gonna mind. You take it how you want. Because I know everybody on here go for bad. Everybody and their mama go for bad. They can do this, this, and this, and they gonna do this, this, and this. And that's fine. That's fine. Maybe you will. Maybe you'll be very successful. If you decide to go that way, maybe you'll be very successful. And may the Lord bless you. And I'm going to give the benediction. May the Lord watch between me and thee while we absent one from another. Amen. Because I promise you on my dead daughter's life, her memory, this will be the last time you knock on somebody's door. That's all I can say about that. Now, moving forward, I don't go for bad, but I protect man. I protect man at all costs. Trust me. Trust me. All I want to do is come on here and get my content and keep it moving. Come on here and help people and keep it moving. I may not be your favorite. I might not even be a person that you like, and that's fine. That's fine. We ain't gonna miss words no more. That's fine. I see. I accept it. You don't like me. Okay. And then that in an hour later gets me what? Nowhere. Like I said, go through what I've been through in my life, then come holler at me. I might listen. I might come out of it in your right man. I might listen. Seriously. So a hit dog a holler. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna wait for the dog to holler. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. A lot of times I'm quiet. I don't say too much. I hear a lot. I don't say nothing. Because the way some people worship people, I don't have no idols. I love God. I love Jesus. And him crucified. That's all I believe in. So let me say this too. I've been doing some Bible studies, and y'all know that. And I've been really, really getting into the history and the Bible and all this and where we stand and, what God loves and things of this nature. And yada, 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 yada. And I'm going to say this. Hey, I'm going to give you this disclaimer. I love people. I don't have a dog in the fight. But when it comes to ministry, I don't play with my ministry. When it comes to teaching, I'm going to teach the right way, whether you agree with it or not. And I know a whole lot of people be in my chat that don't agree with what I'm saying, and that's fine. But the Bible's right and we wrong. How about that? And if I get to, if I go past the pearly gates and I found out that the Bible, was wrong, God will still let me in because I did what he told me to do. I'm more scared of God than I am anything walking or crawling. So there will be times over here that I teach some stuff that you won't like. I'm telling you now, and you ain't got to. The Bible stands for basic instructions before leaving earth. That's what we gave the Bible. Basic instructions before leaving earth. Some things was before time. Some things is talking about after time. There's different things that go on. What I won't do. Oh, thank you, real mamas. Thank you, boo. What I won't do is not give the word the way God tell me to, just to appease people. What I won't do is sugarcoat the word because I'm afraid that, people get mad at me. I could care less. I could care less. See how that works? I'm not trying to keep no friends that don't believe in the Bible. I'm just, it's kind of backwards. If I am who God said I am, then I have to be obedient. I can't be selective on what I teach, how I teach it, where I teach it. There are sometimes I'm on here talking about health and he'll take me straight to a scripture and I just go right into ministry because that's what he requires me to do. Now, however somebody else do it, I don't care. But you are not going to pee on me and tell me it's raining. I know the difference. Again, that's why at the beginning I told you what my qualifications was. This ain't new to me. I ain't no novice. I ain't just learning a word. I'm not in elementary school when it comes to the Bible. It's a whole lot of things that man can't take. So I don't say, because before I will hurt you, I want to help you. And the Bible states all things are lawful, but not expedient. Paraphrase, meaning that it may be the right thing for me to tell you, but it may not be the right season for me to tell you. It might be the right thing for me to say, but it may not be the timing. See, you got to use wisdom. You have to use wisdom. And you know how many times people have been asking me to teach on Enoch? And every time I was going to do it, God would say, not now. And I would have to postpone it because, it's one thing to read a book. It's a whole nother thing to read the Bible. You cannot, let me get quiet on that. And I don't have anything to prove, nothing whatsoever. I'm tired of sometimey people. 1 minute you're eating me up, next minute you ain't got nothing to say to me. 1 minute I'm doing great, next minute you can't stand me. 1 minute it's, Libra butterfly this and Coco this and, yeah. Next minute it's crickets. I'm not unstable like that. Let me tell you something. Even when I date people, first thing I tell them is, I need stability. And if you're not stable, don't come for me. I need stability. I am one of them that needs stability because of how my life was, the things that happened to me, them people was unstable. And I fought too hard to keep my mental together, fought too hard to become who I am. So I ain't gonna let nobody that's unstable unwound me because you ain't got it together. Lies. No. And that's one thing that I'm grateful that I had. My deceased husband, he stabilized me. He actually Lord, the more and more every day I think about this man, I think about the contributions that he did for me. And he told me that's why he was hurt. He told me what his job was for me. Now, how many men date a woman and know what their job is for the woman? None. Be honest. They too busy trying to get over. Because everything's about coochie and peen. That's all they see. Coochie, peen, and money. There you go. Them three things. Coochie, peen, and money. That's it. They ain't worried about being your helpmate. They're not worried about being your covering. They're not worried about what their job is to you. It's all about what you can do for me and how much sex can I have. Y'all don't like it, but it's the truth. So before everybody run to different platforms and say, well, Libra Butterfly was talking about you and ask Libra Butterfly. Ask me. Because, there are some subbies. They sit and wait to hear something that they think is real juicy. Then they go and, trying to keep up discord. And that's something I'm not going to do. You're not going to have me on here arguing with people. Not going to do it. Too intelligent. You're not going to have me on here with mother, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Too intelligent. Plus, that ain't even my character. I'm one of them females that don't like to argue. I know, shocking, right? Don't get me wrong. My arguing ain't broke. Ain't nothing wrong with my mouth and can do it well. I don't like to because I feel like it kills some brain cells. See, when you know more, you do better. When you know much, you do much. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of things don't require me to answer. A lot of people are not on my level enough for me to answer. And you may feel like you deserve an answer. I might not give you one. It depends on your mentality. If I'm up on a mountaintop and you down in the valley and you want me to have a conversation about a valley experience and that's where you want to argue from, no, we don't do that. You have to come up. Come on up to the mountain and then I might consider it. Point blank, period. That's just where I'm at with it. I'm not gonna be on here doing all that. I'm not. I'm not. You can call me a fat black. Uh, that's why you was raped. That's why you was incest, and you grew up in the projects, and you. That's why your husband dead and your daughter dead, and you can say all what you want to say. Guess what? All that's true. So that's not a punchline for me. And that's why you used to be a stripper and all this and stuff. You did. Okay, that's true too. So I'll let you know when you start lying. Because other than that, if I already told my truth, you can't at me with my own truth. It's kind of stupid. That don't make sense. Because whatever I was my step ladder and my platform to get me where I am. So I use everything, honey, as a stepping stone to reach my next goal. So if throwing my past up in you feel like throwing my past up is gonna get you some cooler points, girl, let me help you. What else you want to know about me? Let me give you some more ammunition. See how that works? It don't matter to me. What else you want to know? What else you want to know? Because, see, I'm healed. If I wasn't healed, even with the death of my husband, I'm healed. Can't you tell? Can't you tell? So, yeah, have at it. Enjoy. Enjoy. Yeah, it's good content there. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. But guess what? At the end of the day, then what? At the end of the day, after saying everything and reliving my past, because as long as you remember my past, I can stay focused on my future. So after saying everything you got to say about little me, then what? That's my next question. Okay, now what? So don't let people crush you especially when you know you've moved on and you better than what you were, and you got attributes to show that you're better than what you was. Don't let people's opinion of you make you do other things. It's y'all. It's not worth it because no matter some of y'all, no matter how good you are or how far removed you were from dysfunction, and people can see it, they'll always grab the dysfunction and hold on to it as a badge of honor. And a lot of times people try to show your faults to keep you from looking at theirs. It's a whole lot of grown kids on YouTube. I'm realizing that. I'm talking people in their 40s, 30s, acting like they 15, acting like they 12. It's like, that's why I was so glad to put that Ali thing on my community board today. Because there is no way when you are 50 years old, you should still be dealing with stuff like you 20. Where has all the time went? What that you should have processed things? And I know a lot of people that's old, that they mentality with life is so juvenile. You be like, yeah, okay. Okay. I will say this too. I did touch on the hurricane thing yesterday. Let me explain prophetic. Prophetic. There is different type of prophets. I just so happen to be in the hierarchy of the prophets, meaning that I prophesy to leaders. I prophesy to prophets. I'm the one that is actually in the office of the prophet. I'm a seer and a prophet. So there's a lot of things God showed me I can't speak on. There's a lot of things He showed me. He doesn't tell me everything. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because if He did, there would be no need for Him, right? So I still have to stay at His feet and stay humble and submit myself to his will, his way, his the way his will, his way, his thoughts. Because if not, I'll be saying it's me, 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 me. You see that? So when the Lord told me to warn you guys that the water would be trouble for Florida, I did not know it was going to be a hurricane. I didn't. When he told me to tell you guys to get a generator, stock up on water, flashlights, batteries, candles, and things like that, and stable foods, I kept saying it. And if you realize, 2 days, I think me and Mama said it was 2 days, 2 days prior before they started talking about Ian, I came on here and I said, some of y'all gonna get stuck. Some of y'all come on here and you hear what I say and you don't do nothing. You don't go buy no food. You don't stock up on water. You ain't got no generator. I said, some of y'all gonna get stuck. I said, I've only been saying this for a year about the generator. I said, and I've been telling you about the deep freezer. I bet a lot of y'all don't even have a deep freezer either. I said, so I said, not, I hate to say it, but I said, so frustrating to be talking to y'all and y'all don't listen. You don't even try. I said, even with herbs, when I tell you to get the herbs, you don't do that. It's too expensive. You feel like it don't work, but you faithful with your doctor, and your doctor's not doing nothing but hurting you, not helping you, hurting you. And you know they're not helping you, but you still run to the doctor. You will not, I said, and everything that happens with the body actually starts in the mouth first. I know y'all remember this. So for those of you all who did pay attention and started making purchases to make yourself good, I commend you and I thank the Lord for you. You start buying flashlights, candles, stuff like that and everything. God bless you. For those of you all who didn't, that's all I could say. You can't get mad if God is warning you of something and you don't take heed and then it happens. You can't say, well, God, where were you? Ain't no God. That's why I don't go to church now and all that. That's your fault. That's your fault. That's like you waiting on God to send you a check and you done moved. You ain't gave no forwarding address or nothing. You just moved and talking about, yeah, my check was supposed to be here. My check ain't here. I don't know where my check is. They be lying. That's why I don't trust them now. Because, the argument that you have with yourself. You be, they some lying prophets, blah, blah, blah. And then you forget. And somebody said, well, did you go back to your old address and see if your check is in the mailbox waiting on you? And then when you go back, the check's sitting there, like the person said. But because you had a shortcoming, you didn't do your due diligence, you didn't do what you're supposed to do, now you was mad at everybody else when you should have been mad at your dang self. That's why I don't understand about accountability. A lot of times people get mad at other people and not themselves. No, it's your fault that you're not taking care of your responsibilities as quick. Some of y'all, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. It'll be a month later. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Never comes. Before you know it, it's 2 years later, and you still going to do it tomorrow. That would drive me crazy if I was married to somebody like that. I swear I'd probably be divorced because that would drive me crazy. I can't take a man who don't know how to be a man. And that's the truth. I just can't do it. Let me see what y'all saying. I ain't even looking at the screen. 50-year-old dudes still ranking on each other like they were still in high school. So like Aaliyah said, okay. So yeah, I feel you. So what else? Let me see what time it is. So I am redoing my the way I'm setting up stuff, and I will be. I'm gonna have to do some. I don't know how I'm gonna do this herbal thing. I have no clue how I'm gonna do this herbal teaching, because I love helping people. I do. I love, and that's a downfall with me because I love helping God's people. I love helping people, period. And I feel like sometimes God give us knowledge so we can help people. Because I'm going to tell you something. I prophesied this to y'all about almost 3 years ago now. And I'm going to remind y'all, before long, A whole lot of medicines that you were used to getting to sustain your life, you're not going to get them. They're going to stop it. Now, I said that to y'all, and they already done started. In some states, they only want the insurance company. They agreed with the insurance company that they don't even have to cover your HIV or AIDS medicine. Do y'all think it's going to stop there? Heck no. The next thing that's going to go is going to be diabetes, because it costs them too much money and the rich wants to stay richer. And then after that, it'll probably be cancer medicine, and then high blood pressure medicine, and then so on and so on. So I'm telling y'all now, those of you all who just depend on everything your doctor say, and you so faithful, and oh, I gotta get my prescriptions, and oh, I'm telling you now, I'm telling you now. I want to say in the next 4 months. I want to say in the next 4 months, but we're gonna pray because it's going to hit sooner than people think. They are going to stop covering maintenance medicines. Then what are you going to do? Why wait till tragedy happen before you turn? Why not start now? It's because y'all don't believe this stuff going to happen. Even after today, even though it was prophesied to y'all about the hurricane, some of y'all still, after today, if the Lord bring me on here and say anything else, y'all still ain't gonna believe it. Y'all still not gonna believe it. Yeah, thank you, Black Texas Cowgirl. You believe it or not, I have been telling. Yeah, I'm gonna highlight her. I'm gonna highlight this comment because I've been saying that, but maybe if somebody else said, y'all pay attention. Shoot, there you go. I had even told y'all. I said that you need at least $125 or $200 cash, just in case your ATM or they cut off your stuff and you don't know it. You're gonna need cash. You don't need some what's that, bothering medicine? I mean, bothering chips, bordering chips, bordering. I said, you're gonna need something to border with. You just are. People didn't believe me. What happened about a month or two ago over in Canada? ATMs, they cut them straight out. Shoom. Could nobody get no money, couldn't use their cards, credit cards, nothing. That was a trial run. And I bet right now, people ain't got $50 in cash, let alone 125 to 200. Cause why? Y'all don't believe it. Y'all don't think it's gonna happen. Y'all not. Y'all from the show me state. Don't warn me it's gonna happen. I'll wait until it happens and I'll do something about it. Okay. Well, you live like that. You live behind the ball because that's what's gonna happen. So I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. I love people and I try my best to, tell y'all and keep y'all abreast of things. Yeah, I'm gonna say this again. I know I'm talking to myself, but let me say this again. Get some canned goods. Get some more water. Make sure you got cash on hand. Like this lady said right here, get you a solar generator. If you can't afford it straight out, start putting money up and make it your purpose for Christmas. You're going to buy one for yourself, for all these dumb Christmas gifts. Buy some stuff that if anything happened, you will be around. I even got straws, y'all, that turns dirty water into cold, that turns dirty water into clear water. To where if the water's dirty, you put these straws in there and it filters the dirty water where you get nothing but clean water. People think I'm crazy. I bought a set for me and my husband. Well, since he's gone, then it's just, I'm going to give it to my son. I don't wait till the last minute. Ain't no joke. You say it, honey, for real. Comes every day. Yes, it does. You right. And since I'm just talking to y'all today about my feelings and emotions, when I come back on here, I'm going to do a herbal thing. Just going to let y'all know what herbs to get that will kill radiation. See, this ain't nothing I just go and say, oh, let me just pick this herb out of my butt today and talk. No. I've studied herbs. I'm still studying herbs. You never stop studying herbs. You just don't. Because so many things come out and so many things, there's a remedy. You know how many herbs there is that God created? Oh my goodness. And that's why when people take what I teach so lightly, it kind of makes me sad and then it pisses me off because I know what it takes to study something to help people. And people just take it like days ago, okay, and go on about their business. It's disrespectful. It's really disrespectful. And we got a big habit in the Black community of disrespecting each other and each other's craft. So, yeah. But anywho, I will be back. Like I said, not today, but I'll put a reminder out there when I'm coming back on. I don't even know when. It'll be within this week though. Today's the first of the month, so it'll be within this week. Um, I want when I say week, I'm talking about the 7 days. I am going to do, like I said, the herb that helps with radiation, and I'm gonna give y'all a couple more that you really need to start stocking up on before they cancel it. Oh, and the NAC. Let me go ahead and throw this out there. Remember, I told y'all they were fighting us on NAC. They removed them from the shelf. It was only certain places you can get it, and all this because it was helping people get over COVID real quick. We won it. We won the case. So NAC is should be where you can get it anywhere now. I would say still stay with a reputable company that I was telling you guys about because it's something telling me that now that they've lost that battle, they're going to get with the people who make NAC, and not every company, but they're going to get with some of the company people that make NAC, and they're going to change the formula. See, it's a method behind everything they do. I don't trust them. So even though we did win. I'm gonna tell y'all over the next 30 days, you need to be stocking up on your NAC. It don't only just now let me give this disclaimer. I am not a medical doctor. I'm only telling you what has helped me and family members and friends. So, okay, I gave this disclaimer. Uh NAC is not only good for to help get over the C word that ends in a 19. It's good for so much more. And so that's one of the herbs I will be going over the next time I come on this well, because I want to give an in-depth information about it so that you'll know. Yeah, I think it's great news too, 300. Yeah. Um, and everything, because some people, especially older people that know about it, rely on that to help them breathe better and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I was so glad when my connect told me we won. I was like, yes, boo, yes. So, but let me just say this. I don't know any of y'all on here except maybe 300. And I only know him because for 2 years we used to, talk every day. That was one of my buddies. Um, I talk to Real Mama and Mimi, and every now and then I talk to King. Other than that, I don't connect with nobody else on this thing. And Greg cut all that down, to be honest, um, because it's stuff I got to do. You know, um, I don't have nothing against nobody. I can honestly say that I don't have anything against anybody, and that's why I came on here today to clear my spirit. It's like people hate me and people disregard me and my feelings, and to make a point. It's like I want you to stay in your place because I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. Look up to me. I am. And that's never been me. I don't have no competition. I just don't, because I don't put myself in competition situations. I just do me, and I'm okay if I ain't equal to everybody else. Okay, cool. And I was born a single person, not a twin. I ain't got no twins walking around here. So, I'm cool with that. I'm okay being who I am. I am 52 and loving me. I am a black/Indian slash whatever else my mama is. Honey, I female. And I love every bit of me. I ain't trying to be like nobody else. Trust me. I'm okay. So even if I'm not on whoever's level, I ain't trying to be. I'm making my own way. I'm making my own space. I walk in my own lane. I've always been like it. I am a person who walks in her own lane. I create my way. I don't, I've always been that kid. Everybody else is trying to follow this way. And I'm like, y'all going that way, I go this way. Yeah, I ain't, just because you got a big wheel, I ain't trying to go get one. So it's like, congratulations on your big wheel. Yay. Yay. Because you got a diamond ring, don't make me go getting no debt for no diamond ring. I mean, it's just stupid. It's like I said, it's the mean girl situation. I no. Just cause you shop at Macy's, I'll go to the thrift store. Ain't no whole lot of. I'll go Family Dollar, find me some shirts and skirts and stuff. You won't even be able to tell. I ain't trying to keep up with nobody. Trust me, I'm not at all. At all. And that's what's so sad. I mean, I'm an author of 3 books. Gribby 4. I have my own music out. I'm a PhD. I am a counselor. I'm a mother. I've been a wife for almost 30 years. God rest my husband's soul. I'm a preacher, a prophetess. I got attributes behind my name. I got big name churches and bishops who can write you a letter about me and my character and my attributes. Uh, I, my granddaddy is the last of the black civil rights leaders. My family has made history in different areas of stuff. Y'all, what do I have to be worshiping somebody else for? I'm bad all by myself. Just me. Because once God is for me, who can be against me? Honey, I'm bad all by myself. Who? I wish I would. I wish I would. And the thing about me though, I know it, but I walk so humble. I do. I'm saying this today because I need people to know y'all got the wrong chick. You got the wrong chick. And I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. What am I gonna show you? I don't care. See how that works? I don't care. To thy own self be true. And I will always do that because I have to look me in the mirror. To my own self will I be true. And as long as God is okay with me and he's happy with who I am and how I am, I could care less what everybody else think. Makes me no never mind. Because the same God that breathes through me, so I could wake up every day, breathe through you. So what I care what you think. And that's why you're prospering because you keep your circle small and they keep the haters away. Thank you. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So anyway, I had to put my greens on and hopefully I could stay out of the pot. Did y'all see the thumbnail? It was me. Ooh, I was heavy out at that time. I was 309. Can you believe it? But that was me and Guy Ferrari. You know the guy from Diners, Dives, and whatever, and grocery store game and all that. Yeah, them other people were out to get in my picture. I was fired up. I was like, "Guy, can I take a picture with you?" He said, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay." He's like, "We want in." I don't know y'all. Excuse me. I don't know y'all people. Y'all my picture. So anyway, anyway, I was like, I'll let them take a picture. I'm gonna put the other one up of me and Damaris. Um, Probably my next time I come on. Damaris, she's always a judge on the shows and stuff like that. She's got blonde hair and top with a country twang. She be on guys all the time too. So I put the picture of me and her up, and I was doing a commercial with him. That's what that picture was. I was I was supposed to been the day before. I was supposed to been there the day before, and I got my dates mixed up. So the girl who owns that business was like, Miss Coco, you welcome anytime. You come on. So I was like, okay. So I didn't know it was gonna be as big as it was. It turned out to be a big production, and so anyway, I was like, okay. So I was so happy, y'all, because guy is really he's a cool person. He don't drive a red car everywhere. I will share that secret. And the drop top, he doesn't drive it everywhere. They actually ship it in for him, like it comes in, and he gets in the car, and they go action, And then they show him getting out of the car. He don't drive it no everywhere. So it's funny, but yeah, I love that picture. I do. I love that picture. My deceased husband, he was so happy for me. He was like, "I told you, baby, you're gonna be famous. I told you it's just a matter of time. Oprah Reefer, Oprah Reefer." That's all he called me. He said, "Cause she gonna have money like Oprah, and she sang like Aretha. Oprah Reefer." That was his nickname for me, Oprah Reefer. So he was so happy for me, and I was like, cause she said, "Your husband, if he want to go," he's like, "Nah, I'm gonna let my baby shine. I'm just gonna stand over here," and that's what he did. He was just, oh my God, his smile was so big, his chest was out. He's like, "Man, my baby girl be a superstar. I told you." It was too funny. It was funny, but I think about that to crack up. I think about that and laugh. And so many people, y'all, have promised me that when they make it, I'm gonna make it, and I know they lying because I've had people to make it and forget their promise. Like on this particular sitcom, I sung the theme song, and we had a listening party and a rapping session. If you never did a TV show, when you record the palettes and stuff like that, when you're at the end, they do a listening party, they do a rapping, what is called a rapping, and you watch the episode and you give your input on it. They have food and stuff like that. So this would have been the first time that me, because do rapped on it, but I sung it. So this was the first time that I was, would have been listening to, because they didn't want me to hear it while they was doing whatever. So when we all got down there for the listening and rapping party, they played it. And when they played it, you talking about everybody getting up in the place and dancing and bopping. And it was a song to a sitcom. It was a song to a sitcom. And it was so funny. And I mean, I remember enjoying myself. And my husband was like, "Dang, babe." He said, I love to hear you sing. He said, "But you tore it up. You tore that song." They was like, "I know, man. Listen to this." They kept playing it back. They kept playing it back. And me and the dude, like I said, the dude that rapped on and we shook each other's hand and gave each other a hug, said, "Good job." So, it was fun. It was really, really fun. And let me see. Mr. Slaughter came up with one that he I, yeah. But so yeah, it was fun. And so anyway, the episode did air. I had a cut of the song, and I don't know what happened to it. And I was the one that only had the last cut, cause him and like the dude who did the song, like the engineer and uh, all that other sound. He works for Sony now, and we was in his studio when we did it, but now he's with Sony. Him and the dude that I was sung for, they don't talk anymore and all this and stuff. So it's really weird. And then the dude that works for Sony. I'm sorry, not Sony. Wanted me to be on a couple of his projects because he was like he could use somebody like me, And I told him I don't mind singing backup or singing the ad libs or whatever. If you send me the tracks, I'll go in the studio and do it. We can, before we do it, we can work out the payment. I said, but I don't want to have to travel. At the time, my kids were still growing up, y'all. I was like, I don't want to have to travel and leave my kids. And he was like, "No problem, no problem." He said, "But I really want you on these tracks. And I was like, "Okay," because he kept on saying, "I told you I'm with Sony. I told you I'm with Sony. I can open up some doors for you. I can open up some doors for you, like that and stuff." And so he is with Sony. He really is with Sony. I ain't gonna tell his name because I don't want people bombarding him. But he is with Sony and he's done some good stuff. He's made some heck of a beats and some songs that's on the radio. And things like that. I just, hate that sometimes when people get money, they change, you know. So, I wish them well. And what's for me is for me. That's one thing I don't worry about. What's for me is for me. Just like recently, I was supposed to be one of the people on this sitcom coming up, and singing. And when the person signed the contract with the people who's putting the production out, it's a major production, and I get it. They wanted to bring their own people, but I feel like he didn't fight hard enough for me and another person. He didn't fight hard enough for us. He just accepted what they said, took his check, and moved on. After we was with you when you weren't making no money, we was with you when you were nobody. Now these people believe in you or whatever, and you forgot all about us. So I wish him well too, because like I said, what's for me is for me. What God has for me is for me. So I don't begrudge anybody, but you can't be prosperous when you mistreat people. And that's a fact. You'll get so far, and then everything you want to crash. So that's what I'm excited about. I wish everybody the best, but what's for me is for me. And I ain't upset about it at all. At all. So, okay. Like I said, I've been talking. Dang, it's over. I'll try to get to an hour and went over an hour. I do appreciate you guys. And I hope y'all heard my heart. And I hope y'all understand I'm not throwing off on nobody. I just had to come out here and clear the air. It's a wrap.com. I'm 52 now. And I'm not going to keep on letting people play in my face. I just can't do it. It don't even sit with the person who I am. See, when I love you, I love you. See what I'm saying? I'm one of them that when I love you, I love you. And sometimes I stay a little bit longer than I should because of the love that I have for people. And sometimes all somebody needs is just somebody to show them that they have somebody that love them for real. Not for what they have, not for who they are, but just love them. And then you have them people that they don't care if you love them, they just want what they want. And they don't mind stepping on your heart and stepping on your feelings to be right. And that is something that is sad, but it happens. And me knowing different types of people, because like I said, of my training, I step back and I let people do them. I do, because when I do leave, there's a void in people's life because I'm no longer around. I know this because of who God has made me. It's hard to see people that are genuinely real, that they come in your life not to tear it down, but to make you better and to let you know I'm here for you. When you lose people like that, there is a void. You be trying to fill it up with alcohol. You try to fill it up with, dudes, women, things like that, and it just don't work because Coco has left that imprint. Because I love her, and people know when I love them, I really love them. So if I leave you, you know, and you feel the void. You feel the void. Seriously. And I always warn people, I'm like, please don't get me to the point to where I have to close my life off of you, from you. Don't do it. Don't get me to that point because I don't like doing it. But I'm gonna protect me. I am going to protect me because I'm all that I got. So I'm gonna protect me and my heart. So once I get to a point and I see that, you keep wanting to play with my emotions and my feelings and my heart and disrespect me and all this other stuff, I okay, that's it. And one thing about me, when it's it, it's it. Doc, you are destined to be great and wealthy. Nobody can stop that. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And you should. I am always, because I'm all I got. And then when my husband was living, he was all I had. That was my protector, my priest, and my provider. He was all I had. I mean, point blank period. And I loved it. I didn't have to. I could sleep well at night. I mean, real good. And I was telling somebody, y'all, one of the things I miss about him, I miss everything about him. Don't get me wrong, even him leaving them daggone shoes in the middle of the floor. But one thing I miss about him is sometime at night, y'all, prophetically, I have visions and they be so deep that I'm talking and moving in my sleep and I don't know it. And my husband, sometime if I woke up out of it, He was like, come here. And he would let me lay my head on his chest and he would wrap his arms around me. And he was like, I got you. I got you. You know, and he would pray me back to sleep. Uh, there would be times like I would be in my sleep and sometimes I would be crying. I would be crying. Tears would be rolling down my eyes and I would literally be crying. And all I would feel sometimes is him trying to wake me up, baby, baby, like that. And then I would somewhat get up, and then sometimes I wouldn't right then, and then he would start praying. He would just start going to God for me. He was like, Jesus, in the name of Jesus, Lord. He would just be praying for me, and I'd come out of it. And again, he'd be like, come here. And I would lay my head in his chest. I love laying my head on his chest, Lord Jesus. I would lay my head on his chest and he wrap his arms around me and I go right back to sleep. Sometimes I go back to sleep, I be gonna slide all on his chest. I'm like, oh my God, I slide on your chest. Girl, I don't care about that shit. I kiss you. What I care about you slobbing? But yeah, so I miss that because there are times at night where I go through that again and thank God he's been waking me up, and everything. And then, I kind of flip flop and then I go back to sleep. Sometimes I'm up and I just pray and I be done woke up like I must have prayed myself to sleep. So yeah. So it's like I said, I miss everything. But sometimes things stick out more than others. And I was like, Lord, with this new husband that you're sending me, I need him to be compassionate like that. Which God is not gonna send me no sloppy Joe. I keep saying that, but I need for him to be as compassionate, as that. And I even know that because I'm 52, so I don't date nobody younger than me at all. I know that my next husband may be older than me. He's gonna have to be because, anywho. And I know he may not be able to work, he's gonna work, I guess, but I either be a business owner or something, but he may not be able to work. And I that's fine because we're older. You don't need too much. But I'm so used to different things. Like even now, I'm a widow, but I'm still used to if I want to eat out, I eat out. If I want to buy me a blouse, I can buy me a blouse. If I want to go get my nails and stuff done, I can do that. So I don't want my style of living to cease because the mate that I have can't afford it. That's just not gonna work. It's not. It's like going backwards. You know, if something happened, I knew my husband could take care of it. He was the man. He's like, don't worry about that. We got that. I'll take care of it. Such. It's certain things I didn't have to ask because he's the man. So I'm just used to that. I'm one of them women. I don't want to be the head if I ain't got to. Oh, shocking! What? Yeah, I don't want to be the head if I ain't got to. Right now, I have to. But that's not something I'm looking forward to for the rest of my life. I don't want to be the head. I actually want a covering. I do. And I think that's what separates me from me and a lot of women. A lot of women, and it ain't my fault that you had some dog men. That ain't my fault. I haven't. Mostly anybody I've dated, you can ask them. They'll tell you in a minute. If she taking me back, I'll take her. But it's like, no, absolutely not. We can be friends. We can go out to eat. We can talk on the phone. But no, no. You know why? Because I give all of me in a relationship. I give everything. I don't hold anything back. I give everything. I even go in saying, you know what? Check this out. I'm territorial. I tell people like I'm territorial. I really am. And I love hard. You know, um, yeah. If I'm for you, I'm for you. If I'm not, you gonna know it. I'm upfront. I'm straight up. I tell you how I feel. You won't have to guess if that's how I'm feeling. I am a female that will tell you exactly how I feel. Don't lie to me. Be honest with me. Let's talk stuff out because I don't like games. I'll tell it all up front. And men will be like, I get that, man. That's good. It's good to know, man. Yeah. Because I'm a man like no woman like to, yeah. I'm like, I don't like to argue. Let's talk about it. I'll be telling all at the front. And I promise you, These same men that say man, that's good, and shoot, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, them are the same men that start trying to play these games, these crackhead games, start lying about the least little stuff, start being antisociable, wanting me to chase after them. I don't chase after no man. I'm a lady. We don't chase after men. No ma'am, no ham, no sandwich. You know, all this stuff. They be the same. And I'm like, we just had this conversation. So then when I say done and I show that I'm done, then they got a problem. What's wrong? You don't need what? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Go play with somebody else. I ain't the one. I'm gonna be at peace. And speaking of that, before I go, me and my mother just had a conversation about this dude she was dating. Same dude I told her about. She just told me again. He is so temperamental to be a man. Ain't no way. He couldn't take out my dog. And he know I don't like him. And I let that very well be known. I can't stand him. For real. I do not like him at all. And once again, he's trying to make my mama something she's not. And I'm so glad she sees that. I'm so glad. She said, I said, well, when's the last time I call him Billy D. When's the last time you talked to Billy D? She said, I haven't, and I'm not going to. I was like, ooh, what's that happening to you? She said, honey, I got too much. She said, I got too much. She got the name and all the stuff she done conquered and she got and all this and all that. She's like, I ain't got time for nobody who don't know who they are. I ain't got time for nobody who's temperamental and he older than me. No, you go on and find you some woman that don't know who she is and be happy with her because I'm too together for that. I said, girl, you just took my word. She said, where do you think I got it from? So I started laughing. And she is. My mother's too together for him. Ain't no way in the world. Yes, he's retired. He used to work for a real good company and he owned the club and he's a nice looking, he really is a nice looking man. He don't look like his age at all. He's a really nice looking man. But his mental is messed up. He fought to get my mama for 20 some years. You finally got her and now you done messed it up. What is wrong with you men? Ugh. In the famous words of Kimmy, oh, Miss Sting, what's wrong with you men? I don't get it. It's like, what? You fought to get the girl, and then you gonna do everything to turn the relationship up. Yeah, that was real smart. That's real smart. But she is. My mother been retired twice. Come on now, twice. And now she's back at work again because she's bored. Not because she has to be, because her retirement is thunder. Even her health for her retirement is thunder. She ain't got to go back to work, but because she bored. She said, I'm bored. I'm going to go back to work. Went back to work again. I'm like, God, how many times you going to retire? Makes good money. All the way up there with the head man in Kentucky. I mean, come on now. Got two cars. One's an SUV, and then she's got a daggone, a Maximum, and something that credits banging, dressed nice, don't look her age, and you want to act a fool. And ain't got no kids because we grown. So she ain't got no kids she's responsible for but her. House stay clean, can cook. A southern cooker, honey, from scratch. I mean, I don't get it. Men always say they want good women. And then when you get a good woman, you throw her away. You start acting stupid. And it's like, but you get mad at her because you want her to put up with your foolishness. She ain't your mama. That's what your mama do. And that's why you like you are, because your mama didn't raise you. You was able to do all that crackhead stuff. And so now you meet a good woman, you want her to do that too, and she ain't doing it. There's too many options out here. I told y'all I'm even open to a white man. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I didn't think I would ever say that, but I am. I am. Anyway, y'all, it's been a pleasure speaking to you guys. And I really hope you have a good rest of your Saturday and everything. I'm trying to see what I'm going to eat today. It'll probably be a light day for real. Thank you, everyone who came in the chat. Thank you, 300, for being here. Again, I have no problem with nobody. I just choose me and doing me. How about that? Love everybody. Smooches.